Okay, we'll go ahead and start that. Oh, I was about to try to load a cutscene. Let's see. Well, there's our file made specifically for Dead Space. Or for this playthrough, rather. To start from the beginning. Oh, hey! Well, there's no subtlety about that. I don't get why they just start flying away. Oh, there's another one. Look, it's like as soon as you kill them, they just fly away. Oh my gosh. You're the only one here, but it did just start, so... Give it a few moments, I usually get a few viewers. But for now, this very second, yes. Oh, this is such a wonderful game. Let's see, so we just got the, what did we do last time? I forget. Oh, someone's put his flashlight back again. No flashlight for you. So I think we just got the, we did get the winter suit, so we're warm again. I think we completed the, supply depot quest as well. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure. So let's see, I got this revolver, which causes zombies to start flying away. And, I got my shotgun. I got my rifle with underbarrel shotgun. That's pretty good, I guess. I could have used some better parts, but this game is fun. I like even have it. Yeah, it's a very fun game. And it's crazy because the game is the game went over budget, so it was underfunded. And so the game itself could have been a lot better. And so the fact that they were able to pull all this off that they did on such limited funds, you know, the budget cuts and going over budget and had to cut a lot of content. This is still a fun game. I mean, come on. It is. Oh, so now the scavenger bot's waiting for me at the bench. A Tesla core. Yep. We do have a, Arctic survival suit here, my friend. Your room is dark? Yeah, I like to play Dead Space in the dark. Hello, Isaac. If you never don't know anything about Dead Space 3, the character in this game is also named Isaac. So, you're both Isaac. Alright, Scavenger Bot, what do you have for me today? Hey, 6 ration seals. That's pretty good. Can I sell off my... Can I sell this? I forget how you sell the pieces. Okay, I can sell it right here. Sold. Oh, thank you for liking. I appreciate that. And actually, it's easier for you to add me than it is for me to add you. Because my name is just simply Bufosmixes YT. It's pretty simple because it's just the exact same thing as my username you see here. So, if you know my username on YouTube, you know my username on basically everything. It's always the same. Alright. Deeper into the planet. Well, not deeper into the planet, but we're going further onto the planet, rather. Yes, I have the Arctic survival suit. No need to worry. Why do I feel like one of the zombies is gonna come out of the Necromorph's gonna come out of the haze. Hello there, Easy. Yep, I called it. I thought that was gonna happen. It's so dark, you're in the room, yeah? Because I like to play scary games like Dead Space in the dark. Hey, how are you? I am fantastic, how about you? It's because I like to play scary games in the dark. Oh, hello there. Whoa, there you go. And there you're gone. Yeah, just like to play scary horror games like this in the dark, that's all. It enhances the atmosphere, if you know what I mean. Alright, we're going up the ladder. Although arguably this is probably the least scariest of the 3 Dead Space games, it still has some pretty darn good scares in it though. Has a few really good ones that I really love. They really stand out as some of the best in the series. Nothing over here. Oh no. Oh dear. Love my videos? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of time actually goes into producing every matchup, and actually producing the video itself takes time. Oh man, these quick time events are pretty intense in this game. Hey Bufo, would you like a Fortnite banner? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh! The fog clears up and the facility is now visible. And so is that mountain. Such a beautiful view of top of Atlantis. And the moon. The moon. Does mashup and mixing take a long time? Well, if you were there in the live stream, it takes about half an hour to prepare to produce one mashup. Some mashups take a little bit less time than that. Some take a little bit more time than that. And for every mashup video, I have to produce a picture for it, the thumbnail that you see, which could take anywhere from 5 minutes to 15 minutes. And then there's the whole editing the video together and uploading the video, which could take another 10 to 15 minutes. And then there's writing descriptions and responding to comments and all that good stuff. So all in all, on average, a mashup takes about 1 hour to produce between making it and uploading it. Yep, so I do put a lot of time and effort into my channel. Obviously, live streams are just kind of setting up descriptions and preparing the hardware and the software and getting things all set up. Although the mashup streams take the most time to set up for, because I got to prepare the files for all the I got to prepare all the files for the mashing. What do I play on console? At this point, pretty much anything I can't play on PC. So basically, all the Nintendo exclusives, except for the ones I can emulate on Dolphin, like Nintendo and Wii, like GameCube and Wii, and PlayStation exclusives like The Last of Us and the Uncharted series, which I cannot play on PC. I do not believe there's an emulator either for those titles, so... You really do care about your channel. I do, I try. It's a good, fun hobby.
Down here! Clark! How the hell did you... Never mind! Come on, we're in... Oh, shit! Langford! They're coming over the outer wall, you hear me? They're headed your way! Damn it! Clark!
What type of console? I just have, right now I have a Wii U and a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 3. I just realized I need to tinker with one setting on YouTube real quick because the setting is not properly configured for the stream. So if you'll give me one quick moment to configure that setting, I'll be done in a moment. Video channel. Okay. I'm done tinkering with the setting. We're good now. And there we are. I'm shooting the zombies for him.
Ellie, are you there?
Isaac! Oh my god, he's alive?
That's great. Ellie, it's so good to hear your voice.
How did you make it? The ship, we thought you were
I
dead.
followed a trail of flares. Are you guys all right? I saw Carver.
Yeah, we're fine. Carver's close, we can hear him. Look, Isaac, please, hurry up and get here. We're in Central Command.
You got to watch people get tased? Is that something you did today? As like a training for something or something like that? Some kind of training? Oh, well, what the heck? I mean, part of some military training, part of some police training has something like that in it. So, I mean, it's possible that had taken place. Craft new attachments. Maybe ammo support if I get the opportunity. Cost 50 tungsten. I only have 92. Not a lot of tungsten. Probably not gonna go for the upgrade right now. You have to keep in mind that, you know, for some military and police training, they do things like that. Whoops. Let's see. I'm gonna need this ammo actually. I know what's about to happen. No, it's my recommended. Oh, like a recommended video. I gotcha. Good old recommended videos. Blueprints. Change suit. I should probably keep the Arctic survival suit. Upgrade suit. You are on there too. Oh, okay. So hit points. I don't have enough tungsten for that. Not enough tungsten for that. I have enough tungsten for that, but I don't know if I want to spend that. Well, I wish I had more transducer. Otherwise, that's a good deal. Be back. Have to use the bathroom. Yep, that is an important function that is necessary to maintain. Alright, here we go. Too much information. Oh, Average Joe, you're just in time for a boss fight. Nothing has happened since I started, really. I just made my way to this facility and we discovered that, well... There's the monster from earlier. That's okay, that's okay. Quite alright. I love this music, by the way. But all that happened, Average Joe, since the last time you watched was literally I completed a side quest, and you weren't there for the side quest. Nothing happened. It's a side quest. It's optional. Nothing happens. That you just get resources for the game. And then since then, yeah, it's the Snow Beast, and he has tentacles and claws and a big mouth and stuff like that. If you're so inclined to watch the death scenes for this boss, go look them up. I probably will not be dying to this boss though, so yeah, probably won't be dying to this boss, but if you're so inclined, you can look up the Snow Beast death scenes. There's some interesting ones. I probably won't be dying though. But literally, and then from this stream, Joe, all that's happened was I literally made my way to this facility here from 200 years ago, and the people who were with us on the ship before we made Planetfall, we found out they were alive and in this facility, so we just met up with them and we were able to connect over the radio. But here's the boss fight. I'm already kicking his hiney pretty bad. Oh, he's gonna hit me. Ooh, that looks like that hurt. That versus the Metroid monster, this is pretty formidable. But it goes down pretty easily. The primary weakness is its tentacles that it has to use for attacks. So if it wants to attack, then it has to release its tentacles. But as long as it does not want to attack if it's in defensive mode, it's pretty much impenetrable. So it has to lower its defenses in order to attack. So obviously Samus could take it down with very little difficulty, if any difficulty at all. I'm going to say Metroid Prime 4 says both have... Well, Metroid Prime 4 probably has quite the size advantage over that creature, the Snow Beast. So probably just the sheer size and weight would probably allow it to impale the whole thing on one of its claws and fights over pretty quickly. Not to mention the fact that the Metroid Prime can launch missiles, which would destroy its tentacles should it even attempt to attack. Heavy standard frames for weapon building. Well, the Metroid Prime has actually 5 legs, I thought. I'm pretty sure it has 5. Text log found. And that one only has 4, but it's a good observation, good connection. Right, the energy blasts would also be quite formidable. It's always the same thing. They come shambling out of the storms, trying to get in. It's not easy following orders. You see familiar faces all the time. Sometimes they see you and lock eyes, and there's a glimmer of recognition, like they remember what it was like to be on the other side of the wall, safe and warm and alive. Referring to the shamble. I think they're actually referring to the shamblers, because they come shambling out of the storms, trying to get in. Yeah, so they're just like reporting on all the zombies trying to get into their facility. The lore's Metroid Prime 4 definitely has 4, or Metroid Prime definitely has 4 legs. No, I'm pretty sure it has. I'm pretty sure it has 5. Metroid Prime. I typed it in wrong, but it still knows what I meant. Metroid Prime creature. Oh, no, we were both wrong. It has 6. Or no, maybe even has 7. Let's see, here's a render of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe a 7th leg. Maybe a 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one shows 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I love the way you talk to people that are watching with you. Well, that's something that I can do since I'm on a small channel. If I was a big channel and I had constantly had people commenting where I wouldn't even be able to keep up reading with them, I wouldn't be able to do this. But because I'm a small channel, I am able to do this, and the That is definitely one of the advantages of being a small channel, is the level of interaction you can get with your subscribers and vice versa. Yeah, we were both wrong. It's either 6, 7, or 8. I can't tell. Different pictures show different numbers. I'm actually probably thinking of the ing that has 5. It's probably what I was thinking. Probably where I was getting 5 from. But yeah, it looks like most things depicted showing 6. One picture had 7. One picture had 8. The attacks we suffered so far have cost us many lives, but left us with valuable lessons. The shambling creatures the science teams are calling necromorphs appear to be made of dead remains of other creatures, including fallen soldiers. This is disturbing, disorienting, and shocking on first sight. Steel yourselves, as it may be a psychological ploy of the creature to weaken us. Critically important, shoot the limbs. They otherwise keep coming and will behead you before you could reload. Body and headshots essentially waste ammunition, so you must quickly retrain your basic marksmanship. Never allow a breach of an outer wall. A single creature could take out an entire wing and begin replication process within minutes. Yeah, the ing is 5, I know. That's where I was thinking of 5. Thoughts for 5 probably came from my head. Well. How do you know when someone commits? That is not a question. That's not a grammatically sound question. Oops. How do I know when someone comments? Oh, okay. I have a 2-monitor setup. So monitor 1 has the game on it, and monitor 2 has a view of the chat and a view of what you're seeing on it. I wonder if I could show it to you somehow. Oh, I bet I can. I'll just take this webcam off. So here's the monitor. You can see here. Here's what you see. This whole box right here, and then right here, this is the chat. I can see the chat right here on the second monitor. And here's the other monitor with the game. This is what I see. Here's the other monitor with the chat, and what you see has all these tools on it. But yeah, so that's that. That's how I see the chat, because I have a second monitor that displays that for me. Yep. Oops, what did I just do? Now we're gonna hack this door. I don't know how anyone could possibly stream without at least 2 monitors. I'm thinking of getting a 3rd monitor because the amount of benefits I could have from a 3rd monitor. And while the most benefit is obtained from having 2 monitors, a 3rd one could be helpful as well. For example, if I ever stream from both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, that would allow me to have a Twitch chat on one monitor and a YouTube chat on the other monitor, and all the settings for each on each monitor. Don't know what they're hauling with our trucks, but they're way past the load limit. After my eyeballs of broken axles and burnout motors. Tell your crews to ease up, will you? And how about sending some food our way? The pickings have been mighty slim lately. Do I play PUBG? I own PUBG. I played 2 matches. I played 2 matches. I played 2 matches of PUBG, and I was taught a valuable lesson about the major problem with PUBG. The major problem with PUBG is they are unable to control hackers. And as a result, I almost won my first game and my second game of PUBG, but I got killed by a hacker both times. One had God mode, and one had aimbot, and I was unable to fight against it. I need a gun with a bigger capacity than that. Yeah, so basically, while Fortnite admittedly has a terrible problem with hacks, because they do, PUBG has a worse problem with hacks than even Fortnite does. And as a result, and by the way, the game is not optimized at all. it's very poorly optimized and frame rate runs really bad even on the best of systems. So the fact that Fortnite had less hackers, but not no hackers, and the fact that they were better optimized made me want to play them more than I wanted to play. Made me want to play Fortnite more than I wanted to play PUBG. Okay, scavenger bot. Can I send you a Spinchbill YTP video? Yeah, the only problem is, well, actually, it's worth asking. Do you have an Origin account? If you do, this does not have Steam overlay. Since it's Origin, it has Origin overlay. So if you had an Origin account, you could send it to me that way, and it would make it a lot easier to watch them. Otherwise, it's gonna be difficult to watch them. I mean, I can do this. I can always duck out like this. And I can... advertisements? No. Oh, and by the way, keep in mind, I can't play very much of these videos because I could get a copyright strike, so...
Hi, Billy Mays here. Food. Tend to squill yum fancy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't have very good idea. I don't think it's a very good thing to watch even YTPs of SpongeBob because of the potential for disaster on the ends of copyright issues that come with SpongeBob. It's just very risky. As much as I'd love to watch him react to these videos, SpongeBob owner, copyright holder Viacom has it's jokes are made about Viacom in the YTP community about just how stringent they are on their copyright property, which you know they have the right to do, but it gets to the point of it's just they're not a fun company to play with, so it's just best to not do it. What do you play on PUBG? I play PUBG on my PC. It's crap on Xbox, and I don't even own an Xbox anyways. And it's probably the best experience for PUBG. Hello, Hans. I do. I remember you were on a stream several streams ago. Yep. Oh no, I saw your comment. You don't have to say it twice. The chat is moving slow enough that I can keep track of comments very well. Okay, Scavenger Bot, do your thing. Gonna find me some resources. Okay. Oh dear. Saving.
About time.
Isaac, you made it.
Thank God.
I knew you'd catch up.
Good to see you made it, Isaac. Yeah, maybe we should give you two.
I do play Fortnite. Just not right now.
It means for someone who's in the past, you're awfully glad to see him.
We need him. This mission needs
Come on,
him.
we need him or you need him.
You got something to say to me, Captain?
Stop. Just stop. We need to shut down that damn machine, and we don't even know where it is yet.
I do. I mean, I think I know how to find it. Well, I've been digging through what's left of the research notes, and
I thought all that stuff was destroyed.
for computer data, yes. But the written logs discuss a signal tracking experiment that pinpointed the machine's exact location. Well, I think if we repeat it, we can do the same. But it's at the other end of the complex.
Yeah, fine, let's have a look. I could use a change of scenery.
Oh dear.
He's a real asshole. You know that?
Oh dear. Is the volume okay? The game sounds kind of quiet on my end, but you might be able to hear it just fine.
You a drinking man, Serrano?
No, sir.
I prefer cognac myself. Probably a bit cliche, but you just can't beat it with a nice cigar.
What did you want to see me about?
I'm not gonna lie, Professor. I don't like you. The way you look, the way you talk, or the business.
Look, the Admiral said
Admiral Graves isn't running the show anymore. I am. If you need men to help you thaw those ice cubes you're experimenting on, you come to me, and only me.
Of course, I just thought it'd
I don't
be...
care how much support you have back home. You're playing a dangerous game, Professor. And out here, you play by my rules.
Which guy? That guy or the Norton guy? The guy in the recording or the guy who's just out there? This cost me 20 tungsten to open this door. Better be worth it. A pneumatic torch. Ooh. More transducer. Ammo. Transducer. Health pack. Semiconductor. Health. More health. And no tungsten. Well, that's frustrating. The guy in the recording? Or the Norton guy who... Look, we got a scale model of the entire facility, including a giant chair that we built right in the center of the complex. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yeah, the recording. Yeah. Well, one guy is a xenoarchaeologist, which means someone who studies the archaeology of past civilizations on other planets. The aliens on this planet is what he's studying. And the other guy is a commander who is here for military purposes over... who's here for military purposes over research. I see a big frog. I love big frogs. Big frogs are nice. Yeah, so basically, the one guy wants to do research, but the other guy is annoyed at... he doesn't see the value in the research of xenoarchaeology. I guess is kind of what they're trying to imply. Pneumatic torch. Well, as nice as a pneumatic torch is, I think I'm going to sell it for parts. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Very nice. What is up? It's your channel picture. Yeah, my channel picture is a frog. Keep in mind that the frog picture is an actual frog. A picture I actually took of my own frog. I can show you the original. It's this right here. This is the original picture of the frog. Whoops, where'd it go? I lost it. There it is again. So this is the picture of the frog. That's a picture I actually took myself. That's the actual frog. Yes, it is a real frog. And yes, I actually edited. Oh, here's the even more original one. That one's cropped. This one is not cropped. So this is the full picture of the frog on top of his little container. It's a cute little smile there. Well, actually, it's a female, but well, yeah, no, I think that's a female. But yeah, I mean, you get it. It's a nice little frog, a nice fat little frog. I've overfed them at times. Yeah, so it's a nice little frog. For sure. Oh, it's so cute. I know, right? This little smiley face. Its face is so cute. Mine's a witch. It's Halloween season. Oh, it's so cute. I want to pet it. Yeah, frogs are cute and they're nice to pet, but you have to wash your hands first because they're very sensitive to chemicals. Well, I don't have it anymore, but I guarantee you that exact species lives in your state and other species that we don't even have are over there in Florida. So you'd be able to find ones like it, although the wild ones don't have quite the desire to be they don't quite have the same desire to be held or pet, unlike the feral ones. Not the feral ones. Well, the ones that I would have. Okay, I noticed my SMG wasn't doing as much damage as I wanted, so... Domestic ones. Yeah, domestic ones, right.
Hey, wait for Isaac. Isaac, we're just outside.
Yeah, and we're freezing. Hurry your ass up.
Yeah, we're freezing. Right, I'm a biologist. I know that term. Here we go.
Everybody move!
Oh no, you don't have to do that, but
How the hell did Dan
it sure would reduce the difficulty.
Run! Run! Ellie! Go! Meet up at the warehouse!
What happened to it? What happened to the frog? You know the term? Freezing? I don't get it. But, you mean what happened to the frog? I let it go, and now it lives in my backyard. It's getting ready to hibernate this time of year, actually. That exact species has a rather unique hibernating technique. It actually freezes solid. It doesn't actually try to stay warm at all. It just freezes into like an ice cube, a frogsicle. And then it thaws in the spring, and it's back alive again. It's quite incredible, really. It's called the gray tree frog, and that's what it does to hibernate. So, yes, the frog is quite fine and alive and well. That very frog is still in my yard. I could go find it, and I mean, I know where it likes to live. It likes to live in the same place. So I could find it with very little difficulty. Yeah, so they're wonderful. Doesn't it die from the cold? No. It has anti-freezing properties to its blood. So its blood does not freeze, and its vessels do not freeze, but everything else freezes. And the heart rate goes to incredibly low rates. So the show us outside the frog. You mean you want me to go outside one of these days? Go get the frozen frog and show it to you. Yeah, so these are on the screen right now is the bad guys from earlier in the game. They followed us to this planet, and we're about to go fight them. Snipe, snipe, snipe. Well, I showed them. Haha. My dad is in prison for a long time. Oh, that's not good. He must have done something wrong. I think iguanas here. Some died during the cold and some lived. I guess they have the... No, they don't have the antifreeze. The reason some of them survived and some of them didn't is because some of them had better genetics that allowed them to survive longer in the cold. So the fact that Florida could get cold sometimes allows the iguanas to have to adapt. Whoa, that body went flying. Makes the iguanas have to adapt to the ability to be able to get a little cold sometimes. No, he has a bad record. Well, that's unfortunate. People would do well to be good, nice people who don't wrong others.
They must have tailed us here.
That's impossible. Not through shock space.
Yeah? Well, they did.
Ellie, can you make it to the warehouse?
Oh God, here they come!
Ellie!
No, I mean, that's justice system. You do something wrong against somebody else, and you have to pay for it. You know, that's the consequences for your actions.
Colin, get you guys over here. It's this way.
So I choose to have a morally upright lifestyle, and there is not a person alive who would tell you that I'm a bad person. They will all tell you that I'm not a bad person. I'm smart. I try to be smart. I try. It is a trait I value. Fall back. Yeah, I try to live an upright lifestyle. Try to live rightly in the eyes of everyone and treat everyone fairly and kindly and treat everyone the way I'd be wanted to be treated. Oops. Oh. Oh. Oh, that guy got taken out by a zombie. Okay. Yeah, that's not a good thing to do. I would not recommend beating up anybody except in the case of self-defense. And if the cops are after you, it's not self-defense because you did something that warranted them to come after you. So yeah, if you're beating up somebody in self-defense, you know, more power to you, definitely do that. But you know, if the cops are after you, it's because you did something wrong. They're not just going to come after you for no reason. So you can't really say you're defending yourself against cops because they're not coming after you for no reason. In general, the more...
Everyone all right?
Yeah, I think we're safe.
We are anything but safe.
The more pacifist and gentle you can be with everybody, the better off you'll be.
The signal tracking experiment should be inside.
You're not worth as much trouble, Clark.
Wisdom is knowing when to fight back and when to remain calm, and when to directed suspension field. That could be useful. Obviously. 2 scavenger bots. All right. Look at all these resources. All right. Haha, yes. Medic support and stasis amplifier. Well, I could have been better, but I wish I would have got some better stuff, but attachment, health packs consumed, also heal partner. Stasis shots have water radius. I'll take that. Part cannot be sold. True, but I'm not here to please everyone. Damage support. Ooh, I like the sound of that, but it's expensive to make. Burst fire submachine gun. Shotgun. As a much higher clip but a lot less damage. Oh, it must be just a computer app only then. That's okay if you that's okay if you can't get it. I'll just do the method I have been doing. It's fine. How long ago did you start streaming? Streaming mashups has probably been going on for probably a year. Streaming games has actually been a lot more recent. I've probably been streaming games for probably half a year now. Upgrade. Yeah, I'll probably buy that. Duration. Yeah, I'll buy one of those. Health? Yeah, I don't need to upgrade health yet. Wait, which way's the right way? That's the right way. I wonder if I can go back there. Up we go. Am I tired? I actually slept really well last night, partially due to the fact that I slept in until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I got 11 hours of sleep last night. So, not really, no. Yeah, I did something really irresponsible and I slept in way too late. Okay. Go, scavenger bot. Find me something in the snow. There you go. It's just a little set just poking up out of the snow. I love it. Knock knock, who's there? Boo. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, sad. Or something like that. Don't cry, everyone has to die sometime. From dust you have, you know, from dust you were. From dust you have come, and to dust you shall return. The zombies are killing the people. What do I keep missing? Got him. Go, scavenger bot. Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z said that to Vegeta. How do you feel about Red Dead Redemption 2? Well, I never played the first one, so I don't know much about it either way. I never played the first one, so I never got into the series. Never played the first Red Dead Redemption. I don't know, what kind of genre is it anyways? Let's see, I think I'm a little bit lost. You should add it to your Let's Play. Is it available for PC? He's in the tunnel. Oh no. Not exactly succeeding here, are they? Western Wild West? But I mean, is it like, I don't like not like the theme of it, but what's the genre? Like, what kind of a game is it? It's a good one. No, I mean, like, is it an RPG? Is it an action? Is it a shooter? Is it a story based? Is it a linear? Is it open world? Like, what kind of action adventure? So is it? Wherever did we find them? They're frozen carcasses trapped in ice. Excuse me. I know Serrano says they've been dead for 2 million years, but I can't shake the feeling that some part of them is still alive. Their eyes, if they had them, are long gone, but their stares are intense, accusing, angry, distorted. And around them, always the markers, ancient monoliths from an ancient race. Sometimes when When everyone has left the dig site for a day, I hear their icy voices like whispers on the wind. Turn it off, turn it off. Open world, story, action, adventure. Survival. Hey, that could be neat. The first one might be worth a try, and if I like the first one, then I'll get the second one maybe. Ooh, in the elevator, in the door. They put a zombie in the door. That's a pretty good one. There's a snow beast on display. Well, not on display, but they have it inside this room for study.
Parker has a plan for all of us. When the time comes, you will be reborn. But for that to happen, Isaac Clarke must die. The future of our religion, our very race, depends upon it. Stop him at any cost. Orphan, be praised.
Huh. This guy's missing a nose. 2 is brand new, so I don't think it's on your PC yet. Oh. Well, hopefully the first one is, and then I can get the first one. Yeah, so this is part of what that professor was doing. He was doing xenoarchaeology. He was studying the species here on the planet that the military guy wasn't so pleased about. Yeah, it's good graphics. The past 8 years anniversary, the Undead Nightmare DLC turned 8 the same day the new one was released. And Xbox One. Hammond's heavy frame, nice. This is a good frame.
This is the only way he could have come. Be ready. Look at him! It's Clark! Shoot him! He's over there!
This isn't going so well. Well, that was an anticlimactic fight. I wish I had more ammunition on this sniper rifle, but oh well. Looks like some Call of Duty GTA type stuff. Well, they wanted to add more action into this game, so they had people engagements in this game. So, yeah, that was highly criticized by many true Dead Space fans. Which is why the second Dead Space remains the most Dead Spacey Dead Space. And the third one is not. Because they kind of changed the atmosphere and gameplay and stuff like that a little bit. And these people don't really break apart so well. Ew, screw people, they deserve to die. Oh, screw people, they deserve to die. Well, these are these religious fanatics that attacked us in the beginning of the game. And they followed us to this planet here, because this is where all the markers are. So, you know, the unitologists.
We need reinforcements! What the hell is that?
I think one of them found a necromorph. Oh, it's these head replacer ones. It's a necromorph that takes the head off of something and replaces it with its own head. And they can shoot guns too, by the way. And these necromorphs can shoot the guns. They took the head off one of those unitologists and they replaced it with a zombie head, and they started shooting. So, the amazing amount of things you can do with a fresh body. Oh yeah, here we go. You see that? That's one of the biggest necromorphs in the Dead Space series, right there. Frozen. The entire thing is completely frozen. That's what they call a nexus.
What the hell?
There's a nexus. We'll shoot everything. Shoot them, all of them. Surprise, surprise, the zombies survived and they didn't. Whoa! To infinity and beyond with you. Away you go. Oh, and they're immediately starting to use the bodies that I just made by killing those people. They immediately put those bodies to You thought I said what? I don't even know. So there's the soldiers I just killed. The necromorphs immediately put them to good use and immediately infected them. Just like that. Didn't take them very long. Well, that was intense. Alright. Hello, Mr. High. Hello again. Oh, there's more than one. So there's one right here. There's one right here. There's one right here. There's quite a few of these. I don't have the key card for that one. Well, I guess the only way we're going is here. This game looks great. It's lots of fun. It's oh shoot. It's lots of fun. It's really fun Dead Space game. It's a little different from the other ones, but I love like the weapon crafting system in it. You can just build your weapons the way you want to build them. As opposed to the other two games, you just bought default weapons. In this game, you build your own weapons however you want. Scavenger bot is at the bench. Okay. Split him in half. That's just dark. Oh, the zombie? Oh, here's that drill I was telling you about. Joe, this is it right here. This is it. Looks like we'll be fighting this now.
Coring platform online. Attention all hands. Obstruction detected. Please clear to resume drilling.
I thought there was a person. Kid screams, huh? Two scavenger bots returned. Fantastic. 2 bots only gave me 4 ration seals? Are you serious? That's nothing. Heavy frame. No, I don't want heavy frame. Hammond's heavy frame only sells for that little. Are these even worth selling? Okay, good, I could craft one later. Oh, you're heading out? Okay, well thank you for watching, I appreciate it. Boy, that drill sure is loud.
What is that noise?
A giant drill blocking my way out. Maybe I can lower the safety gates.
Is that why?
One way to find out.
Is that wise? No, it's not.
Ellie! I'm trapped. The drill's trying to kill me.
Isn't there an off switch?
No! Wait. Yeah, there's a yellow fuse in the center. I'll try to shoot it.
Drill core at 75% capacity. Resuming operation in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All hands, clear the deck. Fault detected. Drill core at 50% capacity. Resuming operation in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All hands, clear the deck. All hands, abandon.
Get hit by it? No, that will kill me in one hit. That will kill me.
Fatal fault detected. All systems shutting down.
Okay, Ellie.
Well, that was intense.
We're headed to the warehouse now.
Is everything okay?
Oh yeah. Between this planet trying to kill us, your boyfriend hating me, this has been a wonderful trip so far.
Robert's not usually like this. I don't know why.
Just let us fight it out, okay? One of us will win eventually. Did you find the experiment?
Yes.
And?
You'll just have to see it.
Oh, good.
You'll just have to see it. Wait until you see it. Throw the zombies in it. That is a legitimate strategy. However, I was more focused on trying to not get drilled than I was to fighting the Necromorphs. As you saw, I was just trying to mow them down really quickly as opposed to doing one over the other one, but you definitely can throw the Necromorphs into the drill. A very much so legitimate strategy. I think the view counter here in the corner isn't actually functioning right now. Yeah, see, it updates the count. There we go. Another place for the scavenger bot to start scavenging. Usually when there's bodies laying around like that, you know it means there's going to be trouble around the corner. So usually it's good to just go ahead and rough them up a little bit, although it looks like this time we're in the clear. Open. There it is.
radiation level.
What the hell is this thing?
It's bad news, that's what it is.
Beautiful, isn't it? The scientists called it the Nexus. They thought these bigger specimens acted as conduits for the machine's control signal, broadcasting it to the smaller forms.
And that helps us how?
Because I think they found the machine by tracking the signal upstream through nerve clusters inside the creature.
Well, wait. We need to get inside that thing?
Yes! This is such a wonderful opportunity.
Wonderful opportunity.
The son of a bitch is frozen solid. How do we get in?
The scientists used heat exchangers. Let me try to ignite them. No, no good.
There's probably a furnace on the roof. If I can find it, I can get it running again.
Isaac, be careful up there, all right?
Yeah, don't hurt yourself.
Oh dear. Yep, so there's the Nexus, and yeah, B insertive is actually true for once. Oh. Okay, well that was me getting rudely interrupted by my brother, who turned the lights off, on me, most unexpectedly. So, you could hear him breathing when it's so quiet. Engines, frames. Let's see here. Shotgun, pulse rifle with a grenade launcher. See, you could build the guns from the old game. The whole time you were doing your thing, he was breathing. Yeah? I don't think they put that realism in all games, but I guess they must have done it in this game. So that's interesting that they did that. What was that? Tungsten. Most valuable resource in the game. Nah, you probably weren't hearing things. I'm thinking that sounds like something it'd maybe do.
Personal love, Dr. Earl Savannah. The Nexus experiment is, well, it's incredible. We have discovered 2 nearly pristine specimens, and crews are working around the clock to uncover them. We're learning so much about how these necromorphs communicated. The whole species seems to have been connected by some telepathic signal, from the lowliest foot soldier to the mightiest specimen. But where is the signal coming from? That is what I intend to find out.
New suit available at suit kiosk. Nice. 2 clip, minus rate of fire. Oh, and here's a suit kiosk right here. The archaeologist suit has been unlocked. Okay, well, let's get the archaeologist suit. All right, the archaeologist suit. Exterior access blocked. This is a big elevator. Up and up and up we go. Open, yes. Run away, run away, run away, run away, I dare you. Get back here. Where'd that coward go? There it is. Coward, get back here. How dare you push that battery back over here? I put the battery over there for a reason. I didn't want that over here, I wanted that over there. How dare you? Put it back over there where I wanted it. Alright, scavenger bot. Monkey, gorilla, bear, deer.
Hey, I found the generator for the furnace. Now I just gotta get to the damn thing.
Understood.
Scavenger bot just got back. Just as I sent off the last one. Horse, cat. Lots of spam. Fuse box. Monkey. And now time to reclaim my battery.
Furnace is on. How's it looking from...
Lots of creatures. I am completely out of ammo. That's a strange thing to have happen. That's better. Okay. What is that? A cow? A cat?
Hey, thanks for putting up with Robert. You know, he's not been himself.
Norton just thinks I'm trouble in a couple of ways. But you need me for the mission, and that's why I'm here. That plus, well, frankly, I hope...
Ellie, is that Isaac? Great, great. You two having a nice little chat?
Look, he just called to say he got the furnace going. He's on his way back now. Isaac, I'll see you soon.
This long, long elevator again.
Isaac, the heat exchangers are powered up now, but the specimen isn't thawing. Is there something wrong with the mechanism?
Yeah, I think it's frozen shut. I may be able to work it free by adjusting the pressure in the pipes. Hang on.
Yes! The internal temperature is rising. And I have more good news.
What is it?
Come up to the observation booth. I'll explain it all the way. The necromorphs are conduits for the marker's signals. Well, the researchers built a sensor to track that signal upstream to find the machine.
So where's the sensor?
Probably destroyed. But I did find the blueprints to make a new one.
I think I know where this is going.
Hey, the scavenger bot just returned. Nice. Yeah, Dead Space 3 reveals a lot about how necromorphs function. So for that, it's very much valued part of the series. Only one ration seal? What a ripoff. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna overhaul some of my weapons pretty soon. I need to get a little bit of ammo. I'm kind of low. Rate of fire. So instead of rate of fire, I'm probably actually going to focus on... Well... that'll probably be fine for now. Craft new frame. What is that? Can't quite tell what that is. Upper tool. It's a truck. Oh, okay. Military engine, cost 0 tungsten. A survey charge. No, a telemetry spike costs 50. So probably gonna go with military engine. And then another military engine. So our top one there is gonna be a shotgun. And then below here we're gonna have a an assault rifle, I guess. Upgrade circuits. So that boat, anchor, pumpkin, ghost, lots of pictures. New weapon added to safe. Remove. Remove. Bufo, can you ask me a random question? The very type of thing which is not... Well, I'm not very good at that kind of thing. Dismantle that weapon. This is like a kind of like a social exercise kind of thing. And this is what I'm particularly bad at, unfortunately. Stasis code. So yeah, that's part of the trouble. No social, I'm just bored. I'm not a social kind of guy myself. +2 damage. Damage clip. Damage clip. damage clip. Well, maybe. Okay, I'll ask you something to get the ball rolling. Yeah, you're trying to spin gears in my head that don't spin very well. That's the problem. What made me go into biology? When I was little, I would catch toads in my backyard, and I would look at these toads. I'd observe them in the wild, and observe them in captivity. I'd observe how they eat. I'd observe how they drink. I'd observe how they sleep. I'd observe how they, well, poop. I observe how they interact with each other. I'd observe how they hunt. I'd observe all these behaviors in these toads, and you know, all these things that they do. And so I thought it was very interesting, all these observations I was making. This is like a 5-year-old, okay? A 5-year-old is trying to make scientific observations about a toad. And you know, I could barely read, but I went to the library, and I'd go to like the nonfiction section, and I'd read, and I'd take all the books I had on toads and all the books I had on frogs. I would take, like, I'd literally take all of them and check out all of them, and I would take them and I'd read all of them, and then I'd learn about toads, and then I'd study them in person, and then I'd read more books about toads, and then I'd study them in person. And so really, I was doing amphibian-based science as a first grader and a second grader and a kindergartner, actually, as early as that. And so, you know, then I'd go to 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade in science classes, and I'd like science class. Science class was always interesting to me. Science and math was always something that I had a gifting for. So I go from there to high school, where I had actual, you know, in-depth biology classes. Which I did really well at. And I thought, you know, I'm really good at this, so I'm going to do this at college. And needless to say, the standard's a lot higher in college, but yeah, I mean, really, what made me get into it was just the things I did as a little kid. You know, catching toads, reading up about them, observing them, watching them. Hey, 6 ration seals, that's great. Beautiful story. I can explain how I got into trucks or trains. Sure. I'm sure it's interesting, so why not? This is gonna be cool. Cool weapons I just redesigned. Why can't I power these up yet? Because I'm not supposed to go there. Yeah. What time is it?
Over here. This is the blueprint I was telling you about. I don't see any of the parts necessary to make this sensor, but there's another research warehouse at the other end of the camp. Here's a schematic. What do you think?
It's like they modified a telemetry spike. I have no idea how it works, but yeah. I think I can build it with the right parts. Where's the other warehouse?
I'll put the coordinates in your rig.
It sounds like fun.
Likely to be locked down tight.
Here.
I found these research passcodes when we arrived. They got us into this warehouse. Maybe they will work for the other buildings as well.
Well, we'll find out. Back soon.
I hope I can piece together enough of this research.
It sounds like fun. It sounds like another standard case of childhood curiosities, and so that's nice. It's the same childhood curiosities which got me into toads, so. taking pictures of it. See, that's the same thing that I did with toads. I made observations about toads. You took pictures of trains. So you could look at them. Learn about them.
Okay, geniuses, here's a question. Let's say the stupid experiment works and you find the machine, then what? Do you guys even have a clue about turning it off?
Well, Admiral Graves referred to a codex. She said it was the key to controlling the machine.
Yes. I've been able to decrypt several of Dr. Serrano's logs, and he references someone named Rosetta as being instrumental in forging this key.
Are you listening to yourselves? You don't know any more about this bullshit than I do.
If I can find the parts to make a sensor, we can find the machine. Then we can figure
As
out...
I go older, I learn how trains work, and that causes them to tick. Learn how much they weigh, and how much I mainly found out how the horn works. I got excited about the horn every time the engineer sounds it. Nice. Yeah, how does it work? Is it like hooks up to like an air compressor or something? I mean, I'm guessing it'd have to be an air compressor, right? An air compressor of some kind? Oh, they just killed themselves. Good for you guys. Thanks for the resources. They set up candles and everything at the drill site. Oh, man. Oh, this is a wacky camera mistake here. And why is it called an engineer? Why is it not called a pilot or something like that? That's what I've also wondered. Why they call it a trained engineer, not a trained pilot? And the horn just works off of, I'm guessing, an air compressor, right? It restores a medium amount of health. Depending on the locomotive, the horn is controlled by a lever. Engineer pulls before coming up to the crossing, which controls the sound. A lot of newer locomotives have a square button. Oh, it's just digital, like a digital button then. Their pilot is mainly used in India and other countries instead of trained engineer. Oh, so there are other places that refer to it as a trained pilot, but they don't use engineers. Oh, we know what that was. Those are in Dead Space 2. You can see the shape of the bloody footprints and all that good stuff. Yes, correct. Okay. Text log found. Major setback in expanding Facility 1 today. Glacier collapse took 23 men, 2 tractors, and 3 unfinished buildings. Initial surveys were done with telemetry spikes as protocol suggests, but failed to report on the unstable ice mass. The loss of supplies and manpower will be a serious setback to the expedition staying on schedule. Oh dear. Oh. Get back here. I wasn't done with you. How? Who's next? How? Who's next? Also, there were types of railroad locomotives such as these types that I don't know what that means. Who's next? You're next. Comes right down from the cliffside. People can identify them. Boom. Boom. Goodbye. Whoops. The birds are back. Oh, that's real nice. Got stuck into an invisible wall. An artifact has been found. Many of the faithful have come to me, their belief shaken by the horrors they've seen at liberated marker test sites. How can we continue to believe in markers when they bring so much pain and suffering, they ask. And who is it that made the apparitions? These copies, I ask them. It is man. Markers are as much as part of the nature as we are trees and blue sky and pristine oceans, yet we destroyed those too. But nature has a way of righting itself if we are respectful. It is only undoing the work that of man that the marker's true plan can blossom. And right now, only one man stands in our way, doing that, Isaac Clarke. This place is indeed the birthplace of the markers. It is vitally important that we stop him from ruining our very salvation.
Despite our every precaution, containment has become a necessity. It is now up to us to make the ultimate sacrifice for the safety of the sovereign colonies that we have sworn to protect. We understand we cannot expect 100% compliance. Therefore, the military arm of this final quarantine campaign will divide into 3 tiers of soldiers on sweep and cleanse duty. The first crew disables all vehicles. The next takes census of the personnel who have obeyed the order and provides assistance to those who have not. The last destroys all data, records, and communications.
Well, let's read this one first. Went to the army to requisition a pistol and 1 bullet for each soldier, shaking like a leaf. The supply chief filled the order and asked if I wanted a receipt. We both laughed. As we shared a final smoke, he told me about his family back home and his vacation plans for when he returned. Then he unzipped the body bag and asked if I wouldn't mind spotting him for me. He apologized for being a heavy fellow and said, if I could, his body should be taken below like the rest. I hesitated at first, but he calmly sat down in the sack like it was a sleeping bag, said a quick prayer, and then offed himself. Once his remains had been tended to, I gathered my order and noticed the jitters had gone. I guess I'm not afraid to die anymore. In fact, I'm looking forward to it. Oh dear. Okay, so here we go. Here's the presentation. Multimedia presentation.
At the end of these tasks, each group will consider their mission objectives complete and proceed to self-terminate. God bless the sovereign colonies, and may he have mercy on us all. If you are watching this film, it means despite our every precaution, containment has become a necessity. It is now up to us to make the ultimate sacrifice for the safety of the sovereign colonies that we have sworn to protect. We understand we cannot expect 100% compliance. Therefore, the military arm of this final quarantine campaign will divide into 3 tiers of soldiers on sweep and cleanse duty. The first crew disables all vehicles. The next takes census of the personnel who have obeyed the order and provides assistance to those who have not. The last destroys all data, records, and communication structures on Tau Volantis and in orbit. At the end of these tasks, each group will consider their mission objectives complete and proceed to self-terminate. God bless the sovereign colonies.
Alright, so a little bit of explanation is probably due. basically, because they couldn't contain the necromorph outbreak anymore, they risked it spreading to other planets and eventually back to Earth. And if they got the necromorph outbreak back to Earth, then it would be game over for humanity. So in order to prevent the outbreak from reaching other planets, other colonies, and even Earth, they have to kill them all themselves and destroy everything to make every possible effort to prevent it from escaping, the outbreak from escaping the planet, and from destroying everything else. Because keep in mind, all this happened 200 years ago, so this was like the first major outbreak of any necromorphs. So they hadn't had the outbreak on the what's it called? Oh, crap, what's the name of the ship in Dead Space 1? The Ishimura. So there hadn't been an Ishimura outbreak yet. There hadn't been a Titan Station outbreak yet. So this was way early on. So this was like the first time mankind had encountered the necromorphs. So yeah, they were basically stopping anyone from getting on or off the planet or the area. Hence all the mines in the space outside the planet, because they didn't want anybody who got in there to be able to get out of there, so they could contain the outbreak. Also, some locomotives have a button that is called a soaring sequencer that the engineer presses that the sound horn its proper sequences. Okay.
If you are watching this film, it means despite our every precaution, containment has become a necessity. It is now up to us to make the ultimate sacrifice for the safety of the sovereign colonies that we have sworn to protect. We understand we cannot expect 100% compliance.
This explains the prologue portion of the game, where that guy was trying to get that machine back to the other guy, but the general came and confronted him and then killed him, and then the general killed himself. So that's what was going on there in the epilogue, or the prologue rather. That was 200 years ago when all this stuff was going down. That's why there was all the soldiers being hung off the wires that he saw. All that good stuff. Ooh. Oops. Wrong weapon. Oh shoot. Come on out. Oops, you weren't so careful. And now you're dead. Good, good, good. Somatic gel. I sent a Steam message. Okay, let's take a look at it. At 0:47, he presses the sequencer. So if I gather that correctly, it's basically automatically timing the intervals in between each blast and the duration of each blast, so that it's probably trying to meet some kind of standard or some standard horn display. So it's automatically doing the intervals in between and the duration of the blast. Right? Am I right? Yes, that is correct. The horn sequence is long, short, long. Okay, yeah. So that's correct then. Excellent. All these supplies. Medical kit. The sequence is doing it. Alright. I was able to deduce that correctly. That's nice to know. Oh, that's fantastic. Those are fresh. Oops. Ha! You get to start over! Alright, that's a little more efficient way of doing that. Also, at times, trains can't blow the horn sometimes because of what is known as a quiet zone. When approaching a railroad crossing, you'll see a train horn sign, and trains can't blow unless an emergency or something's near the track. Oh, okay. So we want to keep it like quiet for people living nearby or businesses or housing or something like that, right? Yes, sadly.
Whoa. Hey guys. Whatever they were experimenting on here, it looks like it got up and took half the warehouse with it.
Oh no! What about the sensor parts?
3 pieces, right? Well, it's a long shot, but I'll take a look around.
Mouse button 4. The spoiler alert, Isaac does find all 3 pieces that he needs. Huh! There's the music and all that build up and stuff, and then nothing's in it. It's nothing. Probe tip. Part found. 1 of 3 parts found. A probe frame. 2 of 3 probe parts found. Alright, scavenger bot, do your thing. Find me some goodies. Part found.
Santos.
All parts found.
I think I've got all the parts for the sensor.
Excellent. Do you think you can reconstruct it?
I just need to find a bench and call up the blueprint. It shouldn't be too difficult.
Ooh. Rather ominous that there's no longer anything inside the building. Considering the other building had a creature in it, and this building has no creature in it and a giant gaping hole in the wall. And it's indicative of some things. Whoa, my box! Come back here with my box. Oh, thank goodness. This is Flagstaff, Arizona, which is one of the place for training, watching a quiet zone. The reason he's blowing the horn is because the light of the locomotive is out in the train, and the lights on the train make it visible to drivers and passengers to see, but it's burnt, so he has to blow the horn to warn people. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
And the truck just continues. People are just driving through. And a nice Doppler effect on top of that. As an object moves further away and off to a distance, the sound pitch varies, so it's a good demonstration of the Doppler effect as well. A nice empty... Hey, there's my scavenger bot! Hey, scavenger bot! A train's horn. When you film trains, you get used to it. You have Doppler effect, right? Let me have that cup. Give me that cup. Oh, here we go. It's our friend again. Whoops, I missed. Whoops, I missed again. Not that time. Oops. Ooh. Ooh. I love this music. I'd love to do a mix with this music someday. Ooh. Stop stepping on me, please. Goodbye. Come back again.
Guys, that beast thing keeps running away before I can kill it.
Oh, God, we can't seem to catch a break. What if the sensor works? We will have the machine's location.
If this planet doesn't kill us first.
We'll find it. I'll be back soon.
All right.
Hey, anyone been out to check the armory?
No. Why?
Oh, shit. That's what I thought. Someone with a trail of flares and they're still burning.
Oh, God. You don't think Danik and his men
I'm
are...
gonna find out.
Optional mission acquired. Protect the armory munitions cache. Sounds good. Let's do it. That is a lot of medkits that I have. That's a lot of stuff I have in general. Side quests, yep. They're good for gathering resources and gun parts, weapon parts. In fact, they're critical for resources, weapon parts, and Suit parts and other goodies. Artifact discovered. Do not tremble at the challenge that yet lie ahead, for you are not alone. We are millions strong, and our belief in the markers is unshakable. We have overcome oppression to become one of the most widely practiced religions in the galaxy. With the Church's fortunes, we built an army, and with it, we've overthrown the Earth government. In the end, Isaac Clarke will be found, the stain on the markers will be lifted, and the convergence will come. Remain vigilant, the end is near. Oh dear. Repeater. This and that, that and this. Look at all that tungsten. Only 3 ration seals. That's ridiculous. This weapon cannot be modified. And actually, I don't even need this weapon yet, so I'm just going to store it in the safe. I have plenty of ammo now. Also some facts about trucks, which I am, again, not terribly familiar with. Sell that, sell that. Contact dispersal, shotgun, repeater. And we can't sell that part. Upgrade rig. 100 for that, 75 for that. Hang on, I'm trying to look some up. Yeah, I don't need that so bad, I don't think. Ping. Oh, that's right. The Easter egg from the other 2 games is also in this game. I can get one of them in this game. Although unlike... Oh, hello, Ivan. Although unlike in the last 2 games, the one in this game is just utterly worthless. So you can sell it for like 25,000 in Dead Space 2, 10,000 in Dead Space 1, and 0 in this game. Alright, scavenger bot. We just had access to one of these just a second ago. The maximum weight of an 18-wheeler can hold is 80,000 pounds. That's like 40 tons. To put this crazy fact about somebody's perspective for you, that's about 23 small-sized cars. Or 4... Oh my goodness, that's pretty significant. And roads and bridges and all that stuff don't have any difficulty in handling that, and I'm sure their mileage is terrible. I'm sure the mileage is absolutely terrible, but that's pretty impressive, though. The engines probably get worn pretty well, too. Only 3 ration seals. That's another ripoff. Another bench? That's like 3 benches in like 1 minute. That's incredible. No, well, the mileage is pretty high since they go through different states, but good travel miles. Huh. That's unexpected. I'd expect having to carry that much weight that they'd get terrible mileage, but that's pretty neat. Let's sell this probe I just made. This weapon cannot be dismantled. We still need it. Just like the number of wheels a semi-truck could have of up to 18 gears. This is especially shocking fact about semis for non-truck drivers who rarely even operate a manual car for just 4 gears. Yeah, and I use an automatic, so none of that gear stuff. $33 tungsten, wow. Upgrade circuit. They roasted you, four-wheelers. +2 reload with no downsides. Which is great. Stasis amplifier. I noticed that all of a sudden my shotgun isn't doing a lot of damage. We'll have to change that. Accused or accused. I don't know how to say that. But thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. I don't know if you're watching the stream or not, but if you are, thank you. Jamie Hernandez, thank you. You're back. Okay, welcome back. I don't have a key card for that. Is liquid the tank of a semi-truck can hold between 100 to 4,000 gallons of fuel. Interesting fact of the semis is that fuel tankers are actually... Take gas to gas station is 9,000 pounds in a gas truck. Only 9,000 compared to 80,000. Well, I guess because liquid takes up more space per cubic inch or cubic foot than I guess. So in order to actually fulfill that 80,000 pounds they could possibly carry, you have to be of like a very big truck or something, right? Contact beam. And yes. Lighter than dry trailers. Aha. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I largely am pretty ignorant when it comes to automobiles of all kinds. It's not exactly something I know a lot about. All these goodies. Just a secret item in one of those, so I'm just trying to check those little ice wells there for goodies. I know only basic mechanics, the car stuff, that's it. I know stuff about trucks because I watch a lot of trucking shows like Ice Road Truckers, etc. Ah, okay. A lot of somatic gel. More somatic gel. Oh, we are supposed to go this way. More somatic gel. Something that's actually not gel. Fantastic. Oh. Alright, here we go. Fantastic. Got the door open. Sovereign colonies. More medicine. Because we didn't have enough medicine before. Let's see here. Here's a near miss. Oh dear. Oh no! Oh! Wow, okay. That's crazy. Smaller trucks. The gas truck. So right, I've seen these before. I've seen them on the highway. I've seen them parked at gas stations, of course, as well. So I've seen those gas tankers around. There's a part 2 of the conductor walking train, by the way. Yeah, those are cool. Whoa, that one went flying again. These guys love to go flying. These icy ones love to fly. And these are fresh. The ones that are not icy are fresh. It's a leg. So you were just up there and now we're down here. Alright, scavenger bot. Find those goodies. And just now, one has gotten back to the bench. Just like that. Is that it? I'm starting to get a little better with these weapons. Although the shotgun is still doing a very unimpressive amount of damage. I thought that was the bird thing. Oh, yeah, those raptor-like. I call them raptor-like. I mean, they're raptor-like to me. Oh, that guy just jumped off the top there and landed. He just speared himself on that fence there. He just jumped off. I heard him scream. So he must have been up there and he just jumped off. Huh. +2 damage with no downsides. Now my inventory is full. Sent another video. Alright.
contract couldn't even get all the cars on out of emergency.
Part 2. Guy is walking. Guy is walking.
Right for impact, so I didn't get no info. Training emergency. I'm glad for you guys. We got it for sure. I told him that. Put that. Yeah. Yeah. You guys were not going that fast. Say what? You guys were not going that fast. Nah, we done started slowing down when we seen it. Try not to have to shoot it. Got to, you got to.
So what happens after you walk the train?
Huh?
What happens after you walk the train?
Walk back there.
And then wait? You gotta wait?
As soon as I walk and get back, we can cut the trail.
Oh, okay.
So knock down the crossing gates? We thought it did, but I looked. I think they're both intact. They've just been over. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Y'all have a good.
All right, you too. Yeah.
Huh. Whoops. Whoops, not that.
Want all of them. Every last bullet, Private.
I'm sorry, General Mahan, sir, but without the munitions key...
What's your name, son?
Kaufman, sir? Private Tim Kaufman, sir.
Do you like potatoes, Tim?
Yes, sir. I guess so, sir.
Good. Because if you don't find the goddamn key and have those munitions on a train by sundown, you'll be peeling goddamn potatoes for the rest of your goddamn miserable excuse for a military career.
Oh dear. No key. Hold on a second. Oh, so it's a long train just to walk from the back of it all the way up to the... Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Nobody gets reborn. So keep looking. I see it!
Sounds like a fun time down there. Oh, they're still coming out of those doors. Okay. Inspecting to make sure there's no damage. At least they didn't hit the truck, though. Everyone got out unscathed. That's good. Oh my gosh, I need a bench. I'm gonna start throwing out the small med kits for the big ones. Oops. What is that? Plasma core? I'm in bad shape. My inventory is too full. Plasma core. Armory key.
Here's some good news. I found a munitions supply key.
Great. Don't get killed before you can use it.
Thanks, Carver.
The General's order has been filled, Sergeant Weber, sir.
Oop. All right, fantastic.
The General's order has been filled, Sergeant Weber, sir. Can you sign for it? Sir? You serious? Boy, you don't know what's going on? No, sir. Forget it. Just get it loaded onto the train. You'll find out soon enough.
That's not good. He doesn't know about the containment order. I can't even use this med kit. I gotta start dropping small med kits for large ones. All right. All right, we got the key now. Oh, no, there's a zombie there. Oh. These ones are fresh. He's stuck in between my legs. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's stuck there. Not anymore. All right, door's open. Oh, here's someone. Oh, that's an invisible wall. Oh, they don't even make a warning sound. He's glitching. Yep. Oh wait, that's right. You sent me another one, didn't you? Oh, where'd that go? Didn't, he was missing an arm, but he kept pressing forward. I still gotta review the video you sent me. Aside from driver errors, so sometimes we maintenance on the train, the brakes go off and the train automatically stops.
hold on. Listen, oh, hold on.
Bar 9, we lost our air here at single track, Edmonds. What was that? Okay, I'm pretty sure it'll be an air hose. Hopefully it'll be near the head-in. King Street Tunnel for 516. Okay, thank you.
That train wants to break it. They know it breaks.
Okay, so he has to. Does he have spare parts in the train that he can use to repair that himself then? Or does he have to wait for someone else to come to bring the parts and fix it? So there's like protocols in place in the train that makes it so it automatically stops in the event of critical failure or damage, such as whatever it was that was not working. As I documented earlier in my thought diary, the events on the New Horizons lunar colony left my face shaken. Fortunately, Rick, my spiritual counselor, has been monitoring my diary and pulled me aside for a pep talk. He explained to me that what we're doing is a painful but necessary step towards saving the human race from the path of destruction. The deaths, he said, shouldn't bother me. If we do our job and bring this true convergence, all those who have died will join us and will transcend the pain and our baser human facilities to become something better, purer, whole. As I was here freezing my butt off in a century-old bunker on an alien world, those words bring me comfort. Who knows, maybe I'll be the one to kill Clark, and if I do, will there be a special place for me when a convergence comes? A special place with a heater? Oh my goodness. He's in the last locomotive getting parts to fix the hose, which you can see. Oh, okay. So he gets his own parts, he fixes it himself, and goes on his merry way. Wait, I've been in this room already, haven't I? I think I have. Oh shoot. All right. I don't have room for anything. Hopefully that bench is up soon. Come on, come on. Need a bench, need a bench. Well, surely this will be good. Sorry, guys. Shouldn't have done that. Have fun down there. Woo! Woo! Fantastic. Can I tell you some more stuff about myself? Sure, if you want. We'll be probably getting off soon, I imagine. It is getting kind of late, and I don't want to keep people up too much and whatnot, but we made decent progress in this episode. I don't know how many more it's going to be. Probably 2, 3, maybe 4 more. I mean, Dead Space 3 is long. Like, that's why I'm surprised how much content they were able to get out, despite the fact that they had budget cuts and went over those budget cuts. Keep quiet? Why are we keeping quiet? No, I'm not going to shut off right here. I'm going to see. I don't remember what exactly happens soon, but that's why we're keeping quiet. Oh no, my inventory's full, inventory full, inventory full, inventory full. This is so stupid. Parts box. Parts box. Acid bath, that sounds fun. Stasis support. Ammunition. What? Ha! What? I dropped them all off in the same location and they stacked up? What? Oh my gosh. I had no idea that that would happen. They just stacked up like that. I don't know, but there they are. Hopefully I can come back for them. Oh, this is a suit kiosk, but it's not open. Well, that's silly. Look at all these medkits that are just stacked here. Oh my. Alright, we got that ammo. Hopefully I can come back for them. I just blasted those guys, or I blasted the zombies. I'm hoping I can go back for those medkits, but I don't know what'll happen. Oh shoot, the bench is not even here. Oh my. How long can one go without a bench? Here's some things. I can cook really well. I have no criminal record. I father no kids. You know what? You mean... Well, I forget how old you are, but it's important not to start that too early now. Remember, the 3 principles for succeeding economically is to graduate high school, don't have any kids before like age 21 or 22, and don't have any kids outside of marriage, and you'll be economically well off. Economically, did I say it wrong? I'm currently in school getting an associate's degree. I'm enlisted in the military, but not actually in service yet. I could buy basically nearly all of these. The shoot banger, the shocker. +2 damage. I love it. +2 reload. Economically, did I say it wrong? I don't know. Rate of fire damage, rate of fire damage. Reload, rate of fire damage. +1 damage, -1 reload. General. Stasis support. All this good tungsten. We got a acid bath, flame glaze. So acid bath will, I guess, disintegrate enemies. Plus, there's a big world that needs exploring, and I'm opening the door for new opportunities. Acid bath. As nice as I'd like to have the acid bath, stasis coating is definitely more important, for sure. Let's see here. Clip size is increased. Why are these things saying I'm gonna have a smaller clip? That's really weird. Medic support. For some reason that increases the clip size. That's very peculiar. Even though it doesn't really make sense why it would increase the clip size. It does, I guess, for some reason. One more fact, I strongly dislike sports, so please don't come up to me asking if I've seen the Seahawks play the Eagles, because I will curse someone out. Yeah, I'm quite similar to that. I don't have much regard for sports, if any, actually. I could care less. Every single sports stadium in the world could be, well, I don't want to say it that way. Like, if someone wanted to just destroy if someone wanted to destroy the sports stadiums, like someone destroyed the sports stadiums by like attacking them or something, without people in them, then like I wouldn't care if they destroyed the sports stadiums. Because I wouldn't care if there's no more sports. It's just not important. Mario sports. Struggling over there. I'll help you up. Someone destroys stadiums, I'm calling you and bring in the popcorn. Yeah, it's because it's like, that's how little I care about the stadium, like sports. It's like, if all the sports stadiums were destroyed and sports could no longer be played, I could care less. Maybe people would actually get off their butts and do something with their life if that happened, you know? Of course, that would be an economic loss for a lot of people, but still, as far as the entertainment value goes, I could care less. It's not important to me. Yeah, go hunting or fishing. Despite the fact that I've really done neither of those things. It still could be neat. What time is it? 1:22? Ooh, it's getting really late. You should go fishing. I never went hunting, sadly. I want to go hunting as well. Just digs out of the ground. These ones shoot guns. Good for them. If I go hunting, it might be in South Carolina since it's deer and other stuff up there. My cousin gave us some deer jerky last night. Yeah, deer jerky is amazing. I had it. Some hunter once let me have some, try it, and it was really good. Yes. Yeah, I'd like to do hunting. Like here, we got turkey hunting, we got deer hunting, that kind of good stuff. So I'd like to do turkey and deer hunting at least once each. You know. Like, come on, I'm not doing it. I've not done it yet. I've not done any of those things yet, but I'd like to do them. I just wouldn't know where to start, but I certainly would like to, you know, try it just for the sake of saying, you know, I tried it. Oh, we're back here again.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Oh, thank God.
I'm back.
Did you find all the sensor parts?
Yep, I'll use the bench down here to fabricate it. Hold on.
Oh, Florida's not a good place for hunting, is it? Is that what you're saying?
Wow, this looks pretty lethal for science equipment. So what do I do with it?
The research says the scientists took their readings internally. So, I guess we have to pry open the specimen's belly?
Well, that would explain the harpoon guns.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Go towards Oakfall and you'll spot some deer. The city side is where I live. There's no animals. Well, cities. Oh, trust me. There's animals. There's a lot of animals which can adapt to Chapter 12, Autopsy, the section hanger.
Dick.
Oops. 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 Oh, almost got you with that one. It's just like 2 inches from your foot. Okay, here we go. 14 for Mario Power Tennis. I've never played it. The only Mario sports game I've played was Mario Super Sluggers, the baseball for the Wii, and that is loads of fun, by the way. I might own it. I don't know that I've ever played it. Panda Gaming, hello. Welcome. I think I played a little bit of Mario Strikers, which was like the soccer one. So I think I played a little bit of that. But I'm primarily played Mario Baseball. Mario Super Sluggers. Superstar Baseball. Is that the GameCube one?
Isaac, you'll need to ride the cage out to the opening. Norton, can you help us?
Wow, gotta be kidding me.
I'll save it. I'll go inside. I just need you to lower me down.
Yeah, whatever. Get in the cage.
Get in a cage. The GameCube, yep. Oh boy, here we go. Where's the face cam? I'm right here. It's really dark. I like to play Dead Space in the dark because it's a horror game. But I'm right here. Yep.
So Santos, how will this work exactly?
Use the gun sensor.
Here we go.
To locate a nerve cluster. It should ping when you're close.
It should ping.
Shoot a probe into it, I suppose. My telemetry will light up and will have the location of the machine. Finally, something simple, right?
He's talking over her. That's a glitch. That's not supposed to happen. Ooh. Aim the program and this is if it beeps to find. Mario Odyssey, 1 year old. Still haven't played it, by the way.
Nothing.
No, there's no wall things here. This is inside the Nexus. It's a very, very big necromorph. The big one that relays a signal from the markers. Okay, we found one.
God, Santos, it's moving.
Don't worry, it's quite dead.
Oh boy.
You sure about that?
There's little necros in here. It reminds me of Duke Nukem where you go inside an alien's stomach. Oh dear. Aren't necromorphs dead already? That sounds rather fascinating. Aren't necromorphs dead already? Yeah. But like this one is dead. Like the one that we're inside is inactive. It will not come back to life through the course of the game. This one is done. This one is done. The one at the warehouse that broke out, that's a different story. Stop flying. Come on. Everyone knows you shouldn't fly. Boom. Stay down.
Isaac, are you alright?
This thing's got one hell of a defense mechanism. Well, did it work?
No. The signal is just a trickle. I can't get a fix.
Oh, it just sank into the...
All right. We're gonna find another nerve cluster.
Yes, good idea. That should boost the signal.
They're all excited. I have a funny story about a girl I kissed in 9th grade, but I'm too lazy to tell it. Yeah, my views on dating and relationships are quite strict, as you might guess.
Again. All right. Come on. Come and get me.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. Look, I want to get out of here. How's the signal?
Definitely stronger, but...
One more?
What I might ask what you mean? Well, I'm very strict about things, as in, early on in a relationship, I might only do, like, hugging kind of thing. And if it starts to really get serious, maybe kissing, maybe. Absolutely no, sexual intercourse, though, outside of marriage, so... Some would say I'm very old school, a traditionalist, very strict. And you know, I don't date as a form of entertainment. I would date to be seeking a wife. Oh my.
Isaac, it worked! It worked! I got the fix on the machine's location.
I'm not sure what you mean by that. What do you mean if you don't plan on that? Like, if I date, the only reason I would ever date anyone is because I'm going to consider one day marrying them. Otherwise, I wouldn't consider dating. It's just a waste of time and money. It's a completely different view of, you know, relationships, but I would only be doing it because I see something in them that I think would be worthy and worth looking into for the potential of getting married. Dating is the road to marriage, in my view. If I could put it that way. Without, I'm trying to explain while I fight a bunch of zombies. Oops.
Okay. That better be the last of it. Santos, please tell me you got what you needed.
Yes, thank you. It will take me a moment to sift through the data.
Fine. I'm gonna head back to the cage.
Alright. Fight the zombies, explain afterwards. So, like, I'm not sure what you would see the point of dating. For me, the point of dating would be to find out if I view them as the kind of person I'd want to marry. Relationships, for me, are not meant to be a temporary thing you move from person to person. Dating is for getting to know them so I can decide if I'd want to marry them. That's the point of dating. It's got a specific purpose to it. I mean, yeah, it's getting to know them, but for me, it's getting to know them so I can decide if I'd want to one day marry them. That would be the point of dating and relationships.
Ready when you are, Norton.
Why don't you make a new logo? Personally, I like mine as it is.
Santos, we have a fix on the machine?
Yes. There are thousands of signals, all concentrated far below the planet's
Well,
surface.
maybe I should put it this way. I wouldn't even ask someone out unless I already knew some things about them that lined with my standards, because I actually have very, very strict spiritual standards for the kind of person I'd be looking for. So, part of the strictness is my very, very strict standards.
Well, I saw some climbing gear.
I don't know, Panda, is there something wrong with my logo that you don't like it or something? That you think I should get another one?
Make sure Isaac gets out safely.
Sure. Sure, I'll take care of him. And Ellie,
Yeah.
I love you. You know that, right?
What? Yeah. Yeah, of course. Isaac, views at the cliff.
Nope, I just like asking. Yeah, so I mean, alright, the selection process for me is already very strict just to for me to want to, you know, ask him out, that kind of thing. It's, you know, so very, very strict spiritual standards. I'd be looking for a very high degree of adherence to the Bible and biblical standards, that kind of thing. Oh, it's a cutscene.
Norton, open the cage.
No.
What?
If you want to die here, now's your chance. I'm taking control of this mission again.
Hey, where you going?
Saving Ellie. North! North! North!
Well, I know. That's why it's difficult for me to find someone. Because the amount of women who are interested in spiritual principles is actually very, very small.
Damn it. He jammed my
So, but now that I actually have time to actually, you know, check out the churches and check for single women in churches, which are actually very surprisingly very hard to come by in a lot of churches, especially a church I attend. There's probably no single women my age at that church. They're all married. Very small, like 1% to like 6 million. Yeah, no, there's not a lot of them, that's for sure. That's what I'm saying. It's very strict standards. Very strict standards, but they are out there. Most assuredly, they are. There are options that I could consider pursuing after college when I have more time and money. There's actually a handful of people I have in mind that I may want to look into following college. So, yeah. Never know. Only one ration seal. What a ripoff. Now we can retire this hunk of junk. Dismantle it. It's worthless at this point. Oh no, that's not by this. Go away. No. I'd rather pay the DLC with in-game currency. My standards are shifting. It depends on things like, one, can she cook? Does she have a car? Can she drive herself? If mine doesn't work, etc. Those are very practical things. But what I find in life is that if all the spiritual things are in alignment, then all the practical things are almost assuredly to come along with it. I find that this is the case more often than not. Now, I can't cook, but I'm very, very good at picking up new skills and learning things. Like, the part of my brain that is focused on learning new skills and picking up new skills is very, very strong in me. So, if I had to pick up cooking, I bet you I could go from maybe being able to make a bowl of macaroni and cheese to being quite the good cook in about a month if I really devoted myself to it, like cooking twice a day. Do you have a Nightbot? I'm not entirely sure what a Nightbot is. You're not spiritual? Yeah, I know, but I am. So, like, when you're telling me about you, you tell me the things that you have. But I'm telling you about me, I'm telling you, no, this is the spiritual stuff that I take into consideration. So I bet you if I cook 2 things a day, lunch and dinner, or breakfast and lunch, or breakfast and dinner, from a cookbook like that teaches you how to cook, I guarantee you I could be pretty decent in about a month because of my ability to learn new skills is very, very, very high. I pick up new skills 8 to 10 times faster than most people do in most things. Nightbot is a bot that is coming on people's streams and learn from cookbook, take cooking classes, etc. Well, for me, it'd be a book. I wouldn't be taking classes. I'd be looking at online tutorials. I'd be reading online instructions. I'd be reading primarily instructional videos online and recipe things online is primarily what I'd be doing. Oh no.
You wouldn't believe the trouble you saved me.
Nice work.
What? Well, here he is. The marker killer.
Right, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be using online recipes I'd be watching online videos on how to cook. So I mean, I would get all my information online, and I guarantee you that if I applied myself for about a month, a couple meals a day, I would learn cooking very fast. I would learn it very fast. I would become very good very fast. For some reason, that's one of my best parts of. Like I have everyone has strengths and weaknesses about their cognitive functions. For me, my best function is picking up new skills. For some reason, that's the best my brain does so well at. So I'd be able to pick up cooking, I guarantee you, very quickly. And you have to give this moderator, and he's removing, let's say, if someone says a bad word or spamming in chat or self-promoting. I know how to make spaghetti. My mom just has to do the sauce and chop the ingredients up. No, I'm certain I could do that if I could do that probably correctly the first time. The first time I got an actual recipe, actual instructions, I could probably pull off a decent spaghetti the first time I tried it. I don't think it'd be hard. So like Nightbot, is this a person, or this is like a chat bot? Like you tell it to say things every now and then. It's not.
Here we are. The marker homeworld. You know, I must admit, I almost didn't believe such a place existed. But thanks to your friend, Norton, I finally found it.
That's how they followed us through shock space.
Well, he is a bright one.
All he wants is Isaac in the cover. The rest of us can go home. Hey, you've got me. Let the others go.
It's a very difficult thing, you know, undoing the damage man has done. Everything we touch, we contaminate, we corrupt. The markers had a plan for us, but we took what should have been a magnificent gift and perverted it.
Jesus, spare us the bullshit.
I've spent an entire lifetime trying to undo the damage man has done. Fighting EarthGov's ongoing research, liberating the markers from those profane testing facilities. And now, I just have one problem left to purge. All of you.
No, you promised me a ship, Danik. We had a deal.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I can't afford to leave even one of you left alive. Apologies for misleading you, Captain.
Woohoo! Good save, Isaac. And here's our warehouse friend. Here he is, right on time.
Come on, you fucking kidding me?
There it is. Our necromorph from the warehouse. And it's gonna suck all of them in and eat them. Oh shoot. So this is basically the final boss of Dead Space 1, only this isn't the final boss. But this is more or less the final boss fight from Dead Space 1. Oops. That thing looks like Vorash from Other Room in a Divided in the beginning. It is very big and very menacing. Oh, I got smashed. Oh, I got smashed again. This is going to be interesting, I promise you. Whoops, I got smashed again. Let's see. What if that's in Metroid? Besides Samus, you could take it out. I'd like to say Quadraxis might be big enough, but the problem is he's too slow and bulky. And one of those arms would probably tear a leg off of it. And yeah. I don't think very many things in Metroid would fare very well against it. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Snow. Snow glitch. It's snow. Oh boy. Meta Ridley. Oh, Meta Ridley could. Absolutely, Meta Ridley could. Oh boy. Lots of fun. Going for a water slide ride. What was that you said about going inside an alien's stomach? Dead Space has got that too. Ooh. The Metroid Prime would... They might be at a stand... I don't think the Metroid Prime would be killed by this, but they would definitely be at a standstill. They'd be at a little bit of a standstill. I don't think they'd be able to get too far on each other. Well, that's what this is. That's what's going on here. Ooh, that looks fun. Whatever the heck that was.
You betrayed us! I tried to save us. You are the real problem here, Clark. Not anymore. Captain! Yeah, Sergeant. This is all your fucking fault. She doesn't love you.
Oh, we just shot him.
Fuck. Come on. He won't stay dead forever.
Won't stay dead forever. Not around here. Tell her the truth.
Now let's go.
He's a traitor. Here's the traitor, Your Majesty. After you've scrubbed all the floors in Hyrule, then we can talk about mercy. Please, Your Omnipotence, have mercy. Here's the traitor, Your Majesty. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Oh! Whoops, there goes your legs. Whoops, there goes your torso. Is that a foot? Goodbye. It's like your hands are exactly where you'd expect them to be. Goodbye. And goodbye. And you're coming with me. Look, his little haircut and everything is intact. Where are you going? Oops. Let's see here. Here's the alien thing I was talking about. What the heck?
Weak, we swear. Look, we'll get the weight off in like a week.
Yeah, remind me to never ever play that game. Ever. Chapter 13. It seems to me like the kind of game that we rated M for sexual themes, and I don't play games with like nudity or sexual themes, so I just don't. Hun E1 Badger. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't. It's the only thing I won't do. It's about that purity, you know? +2 damage, +1 reload. Oh, that sounds like good stuff there. Hun E1 Badger. We have a shotgun, flame damage, chain gun. Only purity I need is my health. Miss me with the other crap. Right, no, but I'm saying that's you, but this is me. Me, I do you know, spiritual purity, sexual purity, all that kind of good stuff. Let's see here. Clip, rate of fire. Rate of fire, clip, +2 clip, -1 damage. Rate of fire. I'm almost afraid to invest in. Y'all hear something? What did I hear? Clip and rate of fire. Something. Oh, look at that damage. Reload, one rate of fire. That's the same one I have there. +2 reload. Sell that, sell that. +2 clip, -1 rate of fire, sell that. Alright, fantastic. So, we just got to the beginning of chapter 13. I think that would be a good place to stop. Gonna wait for the next save point, and then I'm gonna go ahead and head off. It is ooh, 2 o'clock after all. Practically 2 o'clock. Train brakes. Oh, hold on a second.
The controversial air braking system at the core of the Lac-Mégantic train derailment disaster isn't as complicated as one might think.
Oh my.
Michael Guy of the Toronto Railway Museum says there are fail-safes in place to prevent the air brakes from releasing, demonstrating this theory on a 1950s-era train car. When power to the train is on and the air brakes are secured, there should be no way that the train can move. But if power to the engine is cut off, The air brakes can release their reservoir of compressed air, and manual brakes would have to be secured to prevent the train from moving. If the brakes aren't secured, a potentially dangerous situation could unfold. The train could move if left unattended.
This system was installed in 1950. Its common connection with modern train systems is the fail-safe feature. If the train breaks apart, the brakes come on.
Guy shows how the train can disconnect from one of its cars and the air brakes can release if the train is moving forward. Yet the fail-safes in place would still have a reservoir of compressed air in each car that would help keep them secured.
Huh,
the only way this brake system doesn't work is if there's insufficient compressed air in the individual cars.
Okay, that's kind of neat.
And there's simply not enough force to put the brakes on.
Yeah, certainly the idea of fail-safes is important. Look, he's going to try to tell him what happened. I'll tell her what happened.
Where's Robert? Is he...
I shot him, Ellie.
Oh, look, you can see your eyes clearly. You can see your eyes are clearly two different colors. Because remember at the beginning of this game, they said that they found her another eye, but they're not matching colors. You can see that here.
What? I'm sorry. I had no choice.
Norton betrayed us, Ellie. He was ready to kill us. Isaac did what he had to do to save the mission.
That air hose pulled back pretty hard.
Come on, we gotta keep moving.
Now there are only 4 of us left. I can't do this.
Then we leave you behind.
Carver is quite the blunt individual. Her eyes look like they adjusted.
You can't keep your head. You're a danger to everybody.
Nobody's leaving anybody. Now come on. Let's get to the top of this mountain.
Oh dear.
Together. Together.
All right, so there's our saving point. So that marks the point where I think I'm going to go ahead and head off for the night. Well, I had quite a few different viewers here tonight, quite a variety. Although towards the end here, it's just you and I again, Joe. So of course I appreciate your continued viewership and your presence here. Obviously you've not played this game though, so this is all new to you. So you're learning more about the Dead Space experience, but still, I appreciate that you're here. I like it when he's blunt. He doesn't sugarcoat stuff like some guys. Yeah, there is something to be said about that. Good night. Yeah, have a good night. Bye. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and click off for the night. Just us two. Yeah, there was quite a few people watching for a while. But, you know, we had 5 people watching Dead Space at one point. But, yeah, so I think it was actually a pretty good stream, I think. But anyway, yeah, have a good night. See ya. I'll probably do some more tomorrow.